Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gab. That's Dalitha. I am Travis. It's Friday, and that means it's time for Friday Night SmackDown. What is it, December 10th?
Yeah, today is the 10th of December.
2021.
Friday, December 10th. Some SmackDown is happening tonight. We're going to see some Xia Li.
Yes, that is her debut.
In memory of Jack Lanza. I guess Jack Lanza passed away.
He did. He was a tag team wrestler in... He is JBL's uncle.
Oh.
That's another good one for him right there.
Dang. That sucks.
That he died? He was 86.
No.
That he JBL's uncle? Like, yeah. That's horrible.
It's awful. God awful crap.
That's goddamn disgustingness right there.
That is. It's totally gross.
Nobody likes JBL. He's kind of a bully. All right, what else do we have tonight? We have a triple threat tag team match with the Usos, the New Day, and RK Bro.
Oh, is that who it is?
Bro.
Mine's very loud.
That's what I had to do, is turn mine down too. Is that enough?
Yeah, that's good.
And then we have Charlotte Flair versus Toni Storm in a non-title match, which means that Charlotte Flair is going to lose.
Oh.
And then we've got Sonya Deville maybe going one-on-one with
Naomi.
Naomi. Yeah, maybe. We'll see how that plays out.
We'll see.
Because that doesn't always happen like we planned it. Look, that said Pee-wee.
It does say Pee-wee. They're celebrating their birthday.
Oh.
All right, anyways, so we got people in the chat.
Sammy.
We've got Bryce out there. We've got Sophie with us. We got Film with us. And Walter is with us. Yes, over the last day or two, they did release Jeff Hardy. That was released.
Look at Sami Zayn. He's got a couple orderlies with him. Obviously NXT talent or other. But look at those orderlies. That one dude's jacked. He's going to be world champion in about 4 years.
We have oh my God. We have Alita in the chat.
You're talking to me?
I'm not talking about Sami Zayn.
That's what I said. He's all messed up. But at least he's got that orderly with him that looks like he benches 800 pounds.
Right. He probably would be really good to wipe your ass.
He could lift you up.
He could.
Wipe it, and then put you back down.
Walter thinks it's hilarious that Sammy's hurt. That's really nice of you.
Yeah, Brock took it to him.
It's because Brock made sure he was, well taken care of.
I was going to say, did you see it? But you only missed Wednesday. You didn't miss last week.
I didn't.
And I'm like, you haven't been here forever. Let me tell you.
I have
so
not
last
been
month
here.
on Raw, get this.
They're showing me right now. You don't even
Right.
have to tell me. They're just telling me everything that happened. Good thing I missed it. Anyways, as Sophie says, the last couple of days, the WWE is interesting. Of course, with the release of Jeff Hardy. And then I guess Johnny Gargano, Kairi Sane, and Kyle O'Reilly are free agents.
I don't know about those other two, but I do know that Kairi Sane is a free agent.
Which is really weird. Like, she was doing all that stuff for him in Japan, so it's just kind of weird.
Yeah, she wanted to go home. She didn't want to be in the United States anymore, and so they allowed that. But then she wanted to do a couple wrestling shows in Japan, and they said no. But now she is a free agent, which means that she could sign today with another company.
Yeah, I would imagine she would probably go with New Japan or something in Japan. Right. She's not going to come to the States. So, Sophie, the whole AEW thing for her is not going to happen.
It could. But I don't know about a full-time, right?
You wouldn't see her full-time. If she doesn't want to be in the States with WWE, she's not going to be in the fucking States for AEW. That's all there is to it. She wants to be home, married, and have babies, I bet, is what she really wants to do.
And they probably would allow her to do both in the AEW, where she could be home and just come and do a few events here and there when she's in the States. Who doesn't want to come to America? You know what I mean?
They can, right? They have a deal. They kind of have a little bit of a thing with New Japan and stuff like that. So it's not like they don't work with them to do certain matches or something. So, it really wouldn't be that big of a deal. But we do have Alita with us tonight also.
Hey, how are you doing? You feeling better? Did you get home? I think she said she was going home today.
Oh, was she still in the hospital?
I think so.
Or no, she was doing physical therapy stuff. That's right. Like, so an outpatient facility. Sophie says, welcome back, D. You were sorely missed on Wednesday live stream. Doubtful. Sophie says this was like the third or fourth time that the WWE released Jeff Hardy during his entire career for the same problem.
Well, he's a drunk. Or an alcohol,
he's a druggie, a drunk, whatever. He's got addiction issues, and he probably went right back into it and all that stuff. Oh, it took both of them to do it. Oh, I forgot that Roman did beat him up a little bit after.
Yeah, he had a match with him.
Right? Film says, here we go. It's about to be 8. Let's get it. Sophie says, how are you feeling, Dee, after your day off Wednesday? Fine. You know, it is what it is. Film says 3, 2, 1. Let's do this.
She woke up in a ditch.
Sophie says, did not. I woke up in my own bed and went to work the next day. You guys thinking that I'm a drunk weirdo or something. I guess I should have played along with that. I do have an open bottle of wine that's still in my vehicle, by the way.
Oh.
I am literally illegally running around with an open container in my car.
You heard that here.
So he says the WWE thinks that Johnny Gargano and Kyle O'Reilly will be back with him at some point next year once their wives give birth.
I have a feeling that Johnny Gargano will probably be back. I think he's just weighing his options. And nobody cares about O'Reilly, do they? I don't know if O'Reilly actually has fans.
I don't care about either one of them particularly. So he's yelling. Could you imagine? I mean, like, I don't know if anybody's ever hurt their neck, but if you hurt your neck and you try to, like, yell.
He's going to sue Sonya Deville and Adam Pearce for making that match.
I'm going to sue the referee who rang the bell.
I agree. Charles Robinson should not have rang the bell on Friday. You have to make sure that the wrestler can protect himself.
He was fine. He was standing up in the corner. He's going to sue them all. Someone says if day 1 is going to be a permanent pay-per-view on the calendar after January 1st, do they know that January 1st doesn't on a Saturday?
Oh, here comes Paul Heyman. Ladies and gentlemen.
Who is that?
Paul Heyman in his brown shoes. Looking like he stepped in poop.
Film's like, let's do this. Walter's like, Tony Storm will win. So this is a rumored main event of Mania is Brock versus Roman. How we get there are going to be interesting. As Walter says, Alita is back. Alita said, hey. Sophie says they want to make still Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens happy. That's why they have been on TV. Let's see. Walter wants to know how was the party on Wednesday. It was all right. It was pretty good food and stuff. It wasn't too bad. It was people I see every day. It was work, guys. It was a work party. So they're not they're not party people. For God's sakes, I work in an accounting firm. They're not very party-ish people. They're kind of like very droll. Film says, hey, Ms. D, how are you today? Good. Walter says, good luck to Jeff Hardy. He has released.
He's talking about the juice.
Shalom.
He literally is, too.
Mm-hmm. Film says, and hey, Travis. Film says, hey.
Hey!
Is Paul Heyman. They're all like, we know who you are. So it was like AEW already have a storyline.
Oh, Sammy interrupted Paul.
Fish. Film says, oh, Travis, by the way, who was your friend on the other live stream on Wednesday?
That's my niece.
Ayla. Ayla that's in the chat.
Ayla.
That's Ayla. That's his niece. She's actually real family. As Ravi is in the chat saying, yo, mom, man's back. What? Well, there's like AEW Rampage later tonight. Alita says going home next week. Oh, you're not going home yet, huh?
You'll get there.
Alita says my new apartment is under construction. Ah, new apartment, so you don't have to worry about the heat.
Oh, look it. It's like Jesus laid hands upon him.
I guess.
He can stand up.
Well, he's only in the chair because of his 1 foot. See, it doesn't have any weight on it. Look at his face. He's like looking down at him like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I know Roman Reigns isn't here tonight. Sammy's gonna beat him up. Is he alone?
Oh God. Where are the twins? They should be there.
They are here. They're gonna be wrestling a little bit against the RK Bro and the Usos.
So the Usos should be there.
And the New Day.
Walter's like, Hook debuts on Rampage later. Nobody cares, Walter.
Oh, look how it's gonna set it up. As he's getting beat up by all 3 of those guys. Brock's music hits.
Oh, no.
And then it's gonna put him in a bad spot. There it is. Woo! Nobody there to save you, huh?
Oh God. Oh God.
He's in a wheelchair in the ring. How's he gonna get out?
I have no idea how it even got in there. They even show.
He's in overalls.
Like, I'm gonna leave now. fresh.
Fresh off the farm. There he goes.
He's like, I just got off of my boat.
He's
I was
welding. I was welding something in the shed. And
Paul's like, do I stick around? I think I'm going to leave.
Paul Heyman getting back in the ring.
Why would you get back in? Why wouldn't you just
Paul
stay
Heyman
out?
doesn't know what to do.
Did I know he was going to save me?
It's like your girlfriend at the bar and she's getting assaulted by a man, but her ex saves her and you're all upset about it.
Right.
What do you mean he saved you? You should have got raped, you slut.
Robbie says Sammy haha in a wheelchair with crook neck is too
Why
funny.
does Brock need a chair?
So
Like, he should just kick his ass without a chair.
he's got to kick the other guys' asses with a chair.
Those other guys
Orderlies.
come up to his nipples.
Sophie says Sammy's contract expires in a few weeks. Walter
Look
says
at the size of him compared
that
to him.
was Ayla.
That's a big muscle guy, but look at the size difference.
Well, okay, so granted, he may look muscly and stuff, but Sammy is in a wheelchair. Wheelchairs are not that tall.
Right.
That guy's like a foot taller than Sammy's head in a wheelchair. You know the guy ain't that tall.
He's like 5'3", looking like Neville.
Paul's like, hello.
How you doing? Oh, he puts his hand out. He extends the olive branch. Oh, he wants the
There
mic.
you go. Okay, I'm gonna leave now. Okay, bye.
Paul Heyman's in a bad spot.
He's like, oh God, why would
I
you
should have
do
just been raped.
I should have just been raped. He's probably thinking
So he
something
brought
stupid.
in a chair,
so he could sit down and face to face with the kid.
right?
Hey, kid. Oh, buddy.
How you doing, buddy? I'm not great.
Not great. A wheelchair. A neck brace.
Boot.
Male nurses. I mean, right? Male nurses. What?
He's trying not to laugh. Shut your mouth, he says to him. Sammy getting F5'd in about 3 minutes. Yeah, baby.
I apologize. Janelle Jackson's in the chat.
Hey, Janelle.
How bad does it really hurt?
It's a 10.
It's a 10.
Oh, he gets closer. No, he gets back.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Oh, he
my
broke his
God.
feelings.
Oh, my God.
I'm feeling
ya.
ya.
I'm feeling ya. As Janelle says, there are a lot of reports that saying wrestling companies may not accept Jeff Hardy. AEW is one of them.
I thought we were friends. We're both Canadians. Canadian alpha males. He's got male nurses. Yeah. He's thinking about it.
I did you a favor.
You dropped me on my head.
How's that doing me a favor?
So that you did it to protect me from Roman. Yes.
There you go. You're a smart kid.
They're probably the same age. Well, he's
Says,
probably
let's
10
go,
years.
Charlotte. Sophie says AEW once again didn't get to 1 million.
What part of
ratings.
Canada?
Fair. Is that the
He's French Canada? Oh, yeah.
Ew, barf. Ew.
It's... Eh?
We don't talk like that. We don't talk in the French wee wee pee pee pew pew.
What Canadian alpha male to another? Oh, God.
Saskatchewan. Let's get out of this place. Let's go.
Let's go, Sammy.
Let's go hunting.
Oh, God.
Let's go fishing. Come on, Sammy.
He's inviting him. Reaching out the olive branch.
Vindicator's in the chat. Hey, Vin.
Hey, man. He's going to pick him up.
Come on, let's go. Let me just think about it. No,
He's
come on,
taking
let's
him.
go. He can't help himself.
The edibles are kicking in. He thinks he's high.
Paul's turncoating.
Canadian.
They're besties.
Go moose hunting.
It's Saskatchewan.
Future. Roman won't like that. And most likely, oh shit, he got jacked up. He couldn't handle it. Paul Heyman got him all jacked. He's attacked his nurses. This poor little guy. It's like a midget. He's like, I can't get out. Looking like Layla Hirsch.
Right? Oh God, poor Sammy. No, don't me. I like funny Brock. Don't take him away.
Already.
Vindicator.
Oh, he got kicked.
Oh,
He's
no.
down. Oh, shit.
There goes the wheelchair.
Wheelchair broken, probably.
Vindicator's like, tell him, Travis, you gotta earn your keep if you want to survive out there on those streets.
Yeah. Especially in Montreal.
Oh,
Can't
God.
be any geek off the street. You gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean.
Right?
Oh, F5.
We need another foot brace.
He's gonna have to double up on his neck braces. Look at Paul Heyman. Weirdness here.
Phil's like, oh, hey, Ayla. Phil's like, how's it going? Alita says, if it's in the bag, you're good. Walter's like, Brock Lesnar. Sophie says, Ayla did a terrible job Wednesday. Vindicator was like, wonder why Lesnar never leaves his farm clothes at home in Saskatchewan. Robbie's like, I wear the same blue subs to work as the two goons that are with Sammy, haha. I mean, scrubs. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me any. And you know what? That's
Are you a male nurse?
We just short people because you're a male nurse. Mel Walter's like, Suplex City, Suplex City. Alita says, he's in waiters. Vindicator's like, I guess those nurses who are pampering Zayn are 205 wrestlers. Sophie says, are they setting up a possible Sami Zayn versus Brock feud?
No.
Vindicator wants to know, how tall are you, Travis?
5'9" on a good day. If I stand up straight, I'm not very tall.
Philip says, get out of there, Paul. You're going to get suplexed. Sophie says, too bad we won't be getting the rumored Jeff Hardy-Roman feud that they were planting the seeds for this past month.
No, that's not happening.
Robbie says, Brock trying hard not to laugh when he was doing that promo. Walter's like, hurry up, guys, we want wrestling. Philip says, I like Brock Lesnar's new look and absolutely ready for him to wrestle tonight, probably going up against Roman if I had to predict that one.
Yeah, Roman's not here.
Film says, let's go Brock Lesnar. Robbie says, yo, this segment is too funny. Walter like, Brock the farmer guy, LOL. As Robbie says, Sammy gonna get rushed soon. Alita says, Brock gotten a razor trim. Vindicator says,
Yeah, right?
Zayn
Right
versus...
around his mouth, it looked weird.
Yeah. Vindicator says the Zayn versus Lesnar alpha male nurse spat will probably be Travis and Delisa's favorite segment of the year with how they're chuckling, and I like it.
It was good. Obviously not the best segment of the year, but it was good.
But it was pretty funny. Alita says showing colors now. Sophie says every time I watch wrestling, either my mom or dog bother me. Walter's like, poor Sammy, bad luck. Alita says, nice wheelchair. Well, it's broken now.
Yeah, it got tossed.
Sophie says they are setting up a big finish for the Brock Roman main event. Robbie says, Sammy, nice knowing you. Ha ha. Film says, did Paul Heyman escape from Brock Lesnar? I don't think so. I think he literally just, sided with him. I don't even know what you would call that.
He turned him. Brock was doing good. He was, an alpha male Canadian, just having a gay old time. And
Right?
And then Paul Heyman turned him evil. Defending, reigning, world champion, universal stuff. Blah. And if Roman is really going off to make a movie, which is the rumors that he's going to Hollywood for a while.
Yeah, because he wants to follow in his cousin's footsteps.
Then Brock's going to be champion. Like, there's no doubt in my mind Brock will be champion.
Well, and that Brock made a comment, if anybody really listened to him, when he said, hey, let's get out of this Hollywood.
Hollywood.
Anyways, Walter's like, New Day for the win. Sophie says this triple threat tag match sounds like a last minute decision because of the release of Jeff Hardy. Robbie says, LOL, everyone's taller than me, haha. Bryce is in the chat saying, hey, D and Travis, did Roman Reigns come out? No, he is out for the week.
It sounds like Roman Reigns is out of town. Like, he's back in Samoa training for day one.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, maybe he's gone all month. What's the
Maybe.
point of going there for a week?
I don't know. Bryce says, I'm very sad that they released Jeff Hardy. You know what? Jeff's got some evil demons he's got to take care of. And
he's refusing drug and alcohol and counseling treatment.
yeah.
You can't keep him.
Yeah.
Like, he could be dead by New Year's. I wouldn't be surprised. Honestly, if I hear that he's passed away, it would not surprise me.
Right.
He's in a very bad, dark place.
Which is so weird. Because it's not like they weren't using him and putting him out there.
It
may
has
not have
nothing to do with
championships,
WWE. This is childhood. This is something.
Well, I understand why, his problems are deeper than that. But I'm saying, like, it's not like what's happening now is bad. His professional life was going down a better road. Yet he wanted to sabotage it himself, basically.
Right.
Basically, he sabotages himself.
Last time he was in this scenario, his wife attacked him and beat him up. And then the police got involved, and he got a citation for that, too. Which is fantastic.
Fucking dumb. Well, you know what? If the bitches want to be treated like men, then she should have gotten the citation.
She attacked him for drinking and driving. Like, let her attack. Like, that sounds justifiable to me. Whoa.
What did he just say?
Something about Paul Heyman. I can't rewind it. Oh, lost the Therios.
Paul's hot her 2-time. Robbie says Jeff is done out here. Jeff was past his best anyway. Bryce says, so what's going on with Sami Zayn? Oh, he just
got beat up by Brock.
And he got beat up again.
Twice in a row.
Sophie says, I'm confused. Is Paul supposed to work with both Roman and Brock?
No, he's supposed to work with Roman, but he was about to get raped, and his ex came down and saved him.
Yeah, even though he wasn't expecting it. Didn't know he would be there.
Rick Boogs. It sounds like a cartoon character.
Take that deep breath. Oh my goodness. Sophie says, I'm confused. Oh, I already read that. Vindicator's like, delete that. Have you ever met an alpha male nurse in real life? I've only tussled with the male orderlies. Was that because you got put in the loony bin then? Is that why? Bryce says Roman's going to Hollywood? ? That's some interesting breaking news.
It's not really breaking. I've heard it for a while now. And it might happen, it might not.
Sophie says, finally, this YouTube channel is more fun with D being here. Walter's like, good SmackDown, more wrestling to come. And Vindicator says, Hardy Boys will probably reunite in February and become AEW Tag Champs.
If Jeff's still around.
Robbie says, LOL, Sophie, never, please. LOL.
If he's not going to get help, we have no idea where he's going to end up.
Bryce says, come on, Jeff, don't let your demons control you. Sophie says, it is looking like AEW might be entering a partnership with ROH.
I thought they went out of business. Isn't that the one that went out of business?
Yeah, Ring of Honor. Bryce says, bro, if Jeff Hardy passes away early in 2021, 2022, this would be a depressing year for WWE. And
it would be
fans
sad.
in general.
I hope that doesn't happen. All right, Lothario.
It's not something anybody wants.
Oh, Nakamura's in. I'm like, it's a tag team match, but Nakamura's not up on the...
But the road they're going down is... The road he's going down is a possibility
of
him
Rick
not
Boogs.
surviving. Oh,
with
Jesus.
Alberto. Alberto just got jacked from the side. Rick Boogs, hoking up.
Oh, he got hooked up so much.
Angel Garza's just so quick. So clever. Although he gets thrown in. Woo! Look at the gorilla press. Can he get him up? Humberto Carrillo's heavy.
That is Angel that he's
He's got Angel. Never mind. He probably couldn't do that with Humberto. But maybe he can. Look at him gorillaing it up.
Yeah.
I'd do that, but I got my microphone on.
Yeah, don't be
I'll pound it.
up. Don't be a gorilla.
I'll be pounding it.
Ew.
Not like that. Oh my god. What were you doing Wednesday night? Wonder why your shirt was inside out. I'm just kidding. All right, Rick Boogs. Look at this. Another spinneroonie. He's got him in a crucifix spinneroonie. I just made that up. That's my own word for it. Rick Boogs went to tag Nakamura and missed. He's like, that's funny. Nakamura with the big knee. That might be it. 1, 2, and 3. Wow. I guess Los Lotharios isn't anything to write your parents about.
Not tonight.
Don't send him a postcard about him. Nakamura.
What's wrong with Boogs' face?
He's just a man.
No, he keeps touching it like something's wrong with it.
He probably got punched in it.
You get poked in the eye or something?
He looks like he's okay now. Yeah, his eye's all red, that left eye.
I wonder if he got poked in the eye or something. When he was, like, flipping him around or something.
Boogs needs to attack him from behind.
No.
Well, you can't have a good thing for too long. What is this? What is it? What is it? Is that the new crown?
Probably the king crap.
The new crown?
Yeah.
It's crowning moment. Up next. I'm going to sit down.
God, why would you stand up for that garbage?
All rise. What do you do for kings? You're supposed to kneel. Well, yeah, but aren't you supposed to get up eventually? They don't just leave everybody on the ground, do they?
Until they seated and then let everybody do their thing. Sophie says, with Jeff Hardy releases, what does that mean for Drew? So he has been teaming up with him the past few weeks.
Nothing. Just go a little bit different route. Drew's
Alita
fine.
says, busted Boog's not really playing that. I didn't watch Alita, so I wouldn't know. Sophie says, without Jeff, they're the number 2 face of SmackDown is Shinsuke, and the number 1 face is once again Drew.
Well, it's always been Drew. And right now, Brock.
Sophie says Jeff Hardy was doing so good for a while there. I thought with them going back to the road that it would not let him go back to his bad ways. People like that need more structure. And being on the road isn't structured. Here's Robbie says Garza's still a jobber. Ha ha. Oh.
Unbelievable. I figured he would not be. That was Humberto that got pinned, though, but yeah. Wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Wasn't me?
Alita says at least he has a job. Right? Dennis Kawan is in the chat.
Hey,
Dennis says, is Xia Li out yet?
Not yet.
No. She's not out yet.
We're going to see a crowning moment next with Xavier Woods, but I would assume she'll be on pretty soon, maybe the start of that second hour.
Maybe. Possibly.
I would like to see Charlotte decimate Toni, which won't happen, and then Xia Li show up. That would be the perfect way to push her over.
So she comes in and saves
Toni
from
Charlotte's
a vulture.
Yes, the bully.
A bully.
The only problem with that is I don't like to see the NXT people come up and get title shots. It bugs me.
But you don't have to make it a title shot. It's just that she's a bully. So you don't make it about the title.
I feel like you could do a whole bunch with Xia Li.
Yes. If you do it right.
You have Charlotte out there just beating the shit out of Toni after the match even. You can even have Toni win the match if you want to push it that direction. Have her do a roll-up, and then Charlotte just beats the shit out of her, and then the lights go out.
Right.
And then there's like red coming down the ramp, and she comes walking down. Crowd go nuts. They wouldn't care who it was. They wouldn't even care if it was Layla Hirsch. You know what I mean? They love lights out. They love things in boxes.
Right.
Wrestling fans are very predictable, but it's because it's cool. Don't put her in a box. I don't want to see that, but
True.
But it would work. But they won't. It'll just be some stupid thing, and she'll probably have a squash match with nobody that we've ever heard of, Karrion Kross style, and then she'll be gone in a month. It bugs me.
When they do.
Were you going to attack me? Why are you flexing on me? Are you hearing something?
What were you saying? It bugs you when?
They just don't push anybody. They just don't do what they can do. It's a $1 billion company. They have enough money to make red lights and smoke.
Yeah.
Like, make it exciting.
Make their entrances way more exciting.
Like Triple H does. Oh, God.
Ew, God, what the
Come on.
fuck? It's fucking hideous.
Who the
What
fuck
the
wrote
fuck?
that thing? It's like
It's
too big.
big for his head, even. Oh my God, it's fucking hideous. What the fuck? My lord.
Donated unicorn. So they
So you killed unicorns to make your crown?
I hope
You're
so.
a loser face. Nobody likes you. Anyways, Robbie says addiction is a hard thing to overcome, so if anything can trigger relapse. Yes. Vindicator says Lerado del Fantastico. Oops, wrong show. And Dennis Kwan says I heard Zaya has a new theme as well. Yeah, she's been pulling out a lot of the, like, she's, to help people.
So the Viking Raiders are here too. From
I don't
oh wait,
even
no,
know.
they are SmackDown team. Never mind. I thought they were a Raw team. They're not. They're SmackDown.
Anyways. Yeah, her theme is more along the lines of that she doesn't like vultures and she helps the underdog kind of thing. Alita says, yeah, he took his guitar off, but it was still playing. So she's saying that's why he was fake. You know, he wasn't really doing it.
Oh, yeah.
Sophie says Jeff Hardy isn't a free agent until March, and we don't know if Tony Khan never wanted him in the first place. Boom says, did Charlotte Flair come out yet? No, we haven't seen any of the women. Robbie says, F Charlotte. Why does she need to win all the time?
Because she's the best.
Because she's a champion. Hello, we heard. Sally Ann is in the chat. Hey, Sally Ann.
Hey,
says,
Sally.
new subscriber right here. Hey, thanks, Sally Ann. Appreciate
Thanks for
that.
hanging out with us.
Welcome. Vindicator says one thing about Dalitha and Ayla, they will always make sure to bring snacks on camera. Yum. Did Ayla eat snacks? Did Ayla bring snacks?
She did.
Oh, what was she eating?
Like peppermint patties or something.
Oh.
Like in a pack.
Peppermint patties?
I don't know what they're. Don't. Just
Interesting.
a chocolate minty thing. There he is! Drew Mack brought a shank with him. Pretty sure that's illegal. That's called a claymore, actually. The old swords from the 1400s.
I don't understand why, though. I mean, he's like, let me bring my weapon. Oh, Jesus. A weapon with me. And Sophie says with Jeff Hardy's
There he goes.
release,
He can't have his shank with him tonight.
the writers probably have to rewrite everything now. Nah, probably not. Bryce says because WWE loves Charlotte Flair, that's why they just want her to win. Robbie's like, but then they wouldn't share them with you, though. I'll share my pistachios with you if you really want some.
Smash
Come on over. Have some Miss Smashmios.
He can't take his sword to the ring.
Sally Ann says, Xavier Woods' new crown is way too stupid.
It's right.
You ain't the only one saying that. Bryce says, okay, guys, I have to get going. Got a busy day and me on Saturday, so hopefully I'll relax and chilling too. Bye. Peace out. Thanks, Bryce, for hanging with us. I'm glad to see that you're hanging with us. We'll hopefully see you on Monday. Have a good weekend.
Oh, it is
and
a
Rally
weekend,
is
isn't
in the
it?
chat. Hey,
I
Rally.
keep thinking it's Monday.
No, it's Friday. We only have to watch this for another hour or so. Rally says,
Sheamus.
Hi. Hi, Rally. Has Xia Li been on SmackDown
Not yet.
She's meant to debut tonight. She said wait and see.
We are looking forward to it.
Yet. We now have Sheamus. Robbie says the New Day would be better as children entertainers. Vindicator says, not surprising that Woods Crown is like that. WWE has been a cartoon kiddie show for 4 years now.
It's weird, though, huh?
It's
Like
so
the big X in the
dumb
front of it? It's like
for Xavier.
Never mind, I guess. So you have to change the crown for every champion?
I think
Shouldn't
it's
it just
dumb.
be...
I wouldn't want that crown.
I feel like you should just get one crown, and then everybody should have to wear it.
Yes. Yeah. So if it gets broken, then the next person has to wear it broken. Dennis Kwan says, at Rally, not yet. And Sally Ann says, who think Drew should go away now?
What? Who are you? Thank you for joining our channel.
They just subscribe.
This is great.
Sophie says, I agree with the WWE for releasing Jeff Hardy. You know, if he doesn't want to help himself, you can't keep him around. And he's had so many chances with him of going to rehab and stuff, and then they bring him back. And
Right. I don't want to see Drew McIntyre go away, by the way. But I don't want to see him in the title picture, which what he's doing is fine. Mm-hmm. I just don't like that he's always winning. Like, just be a wrestler.
And Dennis says, I think Xia Li is debuting against Natalya. You think?
Ooh. I think it's going to be somebody we've never heard of. Who do you got? What do you think?
Maybe.
Or do you think she'll even wrestle?
I don't know. I mean, did they say it was a match or she was just
No,
coming out?
just her debut this week. Like, she's going to appear this
That
week.
doesn't mean she's wrestling, guys.
Exactly. So is that what you're going to say, no wrestling? I think it's going to be against somebody we've never heard of it before, like they were doing with Karrion Kross for a minute.
Yeah,
Taylor Heineke? His name's Heineke?
I guess.
That's hilarious. It's Taylor Heineke. Does he drink liquor?
Ravi says, peppermint patties sound gross. You have to like peppermint to like them. They're like York peppermint patties. I am not a huge fan of peppermint patties. I like peppermint.
What would you do for a Klondike bar?
Nothing.
Because that's what they remind me of. Peppermint patties and Klondike bar. About the same ballpark. A little bit more pepperminty, obviously.
Usually. Vindicator says that's true, Robbie. They would only share snacks with moderators. Sophie says, unlike all the previous releases the WWE has done, they finally got one right. Film says, I want to see Sasha Banks and Charlotte Flair become a tag team, not now or anything, but soon in the future, in 2022.
That would be an awkward tag
That'd be
team.
a horrible
And then who
tag
turns on who and who becomes the heel?
Right?
Because Charlotte's not very good as a face. And Sasha's not very good as a face either.
Not really. She's kind of not good.
Like right now she's a face and it's like
Awkward. It's so
a little
cringe. You're
cringy.
just like, ugh, why? Robbie says, LOL, I doubt it, Vin. Ha ha. Sophie says that this is the time we usually have hints on what the Mania matches might be. I don't think we're going to get any of that until after day one.
Yeah, and they want day one to be a top pay-per-view of the year. So that's why we're getting Roman and Brock. Broman.
The Broman?
The Broman.
You got the Broman going on?
Oh, God. Turning into Riddle over here.
Robbie says Sheamus the only man to stay in the sun and not get a tan. Film says, but Bliss always be my number one woman. Then I will always love and support her and her beautiful feminine armpits day.
So
very
Bliss
hard,
was
number
my
one.
favorite also until her and Charlotte went one-on-one on the mic. And I was like, Charlotte just took it to her and was ruthless and
Yes,
awesome.
but it was because of her stupid character.
And
she
I
has.
get
If
it.
She
She
would have been the
The goddess, it would have been
It would
fair
have been.
game.
I mean, it would have just been like, oh my god, who's gonna win this?
It would have been the greatest segment maybe ever in the women's division's history.
Robbie's like, Drew needs a decent run. Yeah, like a
He had
roundabout
one.
block.
Tony Storm.
Vindicator says Sally Ann has a hot profile pic, but I don't
Who is
really
it?
believe it's actually
Oh.
her. Just the
It's the boss.
cynic in me, that's all.
I didn't realize that Sasha was tall. Maybe she's got shoes on.
Vindicator says Sally Ann. Oh, I already read that. Dennis Kwan says Xia Li is a local competitor versus a local competitor.
Right.
Right? Sophie says, what are the chances that they are going to have Miz an Edge feud lead into a mixed tag match at Mania.
No. Royal Rumble. I don't think it'll go all the way to Mania. That's a little too far away. But I do see it happening going into the Rumble. I mean, I'm okay with it. Fuck, if they want to keep that going for 4 months, that's fine with me. But that's a long time to get that to be a mixed tag team match at WrestleMania.
Right, yeah.
Because that's in
way
April.
Too far. That's a long ways to try to keep that going.
It's like little under 4 months from now.
Let's see.
So does what's his name interfere here? The rugby kid?
Ridge Holland
interfere here, and then Sheamus wins.
And then Sheamus wins, or Sheamus loses?
Sheamus wins.
I don't know, maybe.
And then Ridge Holland, look at his. He got a black eye.
He had a black eye.
It's like yellow because he can't blacken.
Healing. It's almost killed.
Sheamus can't have bruises because it would add pigment to his skin.
Right. Vindicator says, I like easy to chew peppermint that come in clear buckets around Christmas time. I also like getting easy to chew chocolate mints left on my hotel room pillow.
Look at Postman Pierce, can't get it out.
To chew peppermint.
You know, if he gets that sword out, he'll be King of England.
That's what I've heard.
Sorcerer.
Vindicator says, I like to chew easy to chew peppermint that come in clear buckets. What are you talking about?
There are these peppermint things that are really chewy and they're soft and they are really good.
White and red?
Uh-huh.
And they're soft?
Yeah.
But not chewy soft like taffy. They're just like airy soft, like
I think so.
Or like buttermints.
I don't know what a buttermint is.
Buttermints are those mints that you would get at like weddings. You've been to weddings when you were a kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have those little plates and they'd have like these little mints and nuts and stuff.
And you bite into them and they go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like those.
Yeah, but I think his are a little chewier though. I think you can like twist his.
There was a girl that I worked with at Farmers that loved those. She would get buckets of them.
I think that's what he's saying. All right, Sheamus's chest looking all red now. Can you imagine going and attacking one of these two dudes? Like poor Seth Rollins got attacked. I'm pretty sure Sheamus just beat the shit out of you.
He might. I don't know.
He's 6'4", by the way.
Right.
And he looks small because he only wrestles these giants. But, and then obviously McIntyre. Now McIntyre might get his ass kicked. I don't know anything about McIntyre, but he sure looks tough. Oh, but we know Sheamus is tough.
Yeah. So Vindicator, there's they have them during Christmas time at our Costco, and they only have them usually during Christmas time. But there are these mints from this company called Delente, and they're a chocolate mint truffle. So they're like really soft. Oh my god, they're so delicious.
Is that what you have in the cabinet?
Mm-hmm. Those bags of them, those green bags. Yes.
They're a year old.
That's fine. I'll eat them. I better eat them all this year because they don't have any more at the store.
Oh, they're not selling them this year?
They sold them. They sold all of them. They sold out of them.
Put them online.
They only got so many of them, and then they sold out. Anyway. Robbie says Bliss looks like she's lost a lot of Terry. She lost a lot of muscle weight more so than anything.
Yeah, it's kind of sad because she used to look so great. But, you know, she is going into her 30s, so I understand it.
Finn says, yes, totally. Sasha Banks is beautiful. Vindicator says, so the Scotsman versus Irishman for 700th time, I'll pass. Yeah. And Dennis says, I respect Xia Li, but I'm a little nervous for the person going against her. Her finisher is not safe, and she literally knocked out Mercedes Martinez. Maybe she has a new finisher? I don't know. I hope
we don't know how they're doing it, but Mercedes Martinez is a tough woman. So to get knocked out by that was pretty impressive.
Yeah. Robbie says, you can tell Drew and Sheamus both respect each other.
Oh, yeah. They probably are friends.
So he says, imagine if Jeff Hardy signed with AEW and didn't take their offer for rehab, he will get released like the WWE did. They wouldn't sign him in the first place.
Yeah, and I don't know, to be honest, I don't know if Matt has any control over him. But say he does. You know, say he listens to his brother. He's probably safer being with his brother then. If he actually listens.
True. Yeah, I mean, but he'd have to listen to him. That's the problem.
Like, maybe he needs his brother around. Because Matt is his older brother.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So maybe he just needs him around. And then he'll stay cleaner. Oh, God. Rob Ott.
Rob Ott.
Rob Ott.
It's Rob Ott.
It's Rob.
Not robot. As Robbie says, imagine being 6'4". It would just be a foot taller than you really are, Robbie. It's fine.
Just stand on a chair.
Just stand on a chair. That'll give you an idea of what it would be like.
You're a little scared of heights. He's like...
Well, he's short. He's like 5'3". Vindicator says Travis described the chewable peppermints exactly. They are kind of shaped like pistachios.
Miss Pistachio.
I don't think they are shaped like that, but sure. Sophie says, I could see the WWE bring back Jeff Hardy again, like they have done many times before.
He's 40-something. He doesn't have a lot of years left, and he would have to get clean first.
Mm-hmm.
And prove that he's clean. And they'll bring him back in a heartbeat. They love that guy.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Well,
but he's got to be clean. And they will pay for his rehab even though he doesn't work there. They're still offering it to him.
Of course they're going to. They want to take care of their people. They love him.
Well, they announced it years ago that they'll take care of any former wrestler.
Walter says, okay, in 20 minutes I'm going back. I will be here.
To end. Sheamus almost had
All right,
him.
Walter. Well, thanks for sticking with us for the next 20 minutes.
Walter.
We appreciate it. Hope you have some plans this weekend to do something fun.
Xylee match.
Yeah, not this weekend. Tonight. Boom says, kind of hope WWE doesn't release Xia. I say at least let a few NXT stars have a good run on the main roster.
And why not one from China?
Yeah, why
You know
not?
what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's a billion fans you could get.
Right? If you did it right, the PR of it. Our Vindicator says, no, Sophie. And Sophie says Jeff did hint that if he messes up one more time, it would ruin his career and family.
I mean, think about it. Even if they got like a quarter of the Chinese fans to watch. That's more people than live in America.
True. Oh.
Did he get a bro kick?
He got a bro kick in.
No, I don't think he got him with a bro kick. I think that was a knee.
Just a knee. Robbie's like, where did Sammy go? Hopefully
to the hospital.
Yeah, he probably got taken away to the hospital along with his orderlies.
With his cruiserweight.
Walter's like, okay, no trivia. Sorry, Walter. I
forgot all about that.
I forgot it's Friday.
Like I said, I thought it was Monday.
Sophie says, remember, they don't have a pay-per-view before Mania this year, so the Rumble will be the last show to build Mania feuds. Walter's like, Drew for the win.
There'll be plenty of shows before Mania.
Film says, if Jeff Hardy gets cleaned from his demons, could he end up coming back to the WWE?
Absolutely.
Or join AEW? What do you think?
Maybe he needs to be with his brother. That's what I was saying a minute ago. He just might be better with his family around.
Bobby's like, LOL, stand on
Oh, shit, that's it!
What a way to boost a man's self-esteem.
Done. Over.
Poor Shamey.
Sheamus, done.
Poor Shamey.
That's too bad.
And what's even sadder about it is his friend didn't come down and help him.
I know, where's Ridge?
Yeah, where's Ridge Holland when you need him? Sophie says, if Brock versus Roman going to main event, one of the big nights at Mania, I wonder who Roman will fight at the Rumble.
They say one of the main events?
Uh,
There's only one main event at Mania.
Yeah. No matter if it's 4 nights, 2 nights, 12 nights.
It's the last ones to go on.
For the whole show.
Not the halftime. Not the end of night one. Okay, are they going to get that sword?
I don't No, I think they're gonna try.
They're strong enough. Oh, they're still in the desk.
His desk? It's funny. I thought they were stooges, huh? Oh, let's see. Sophie says I brought.
King.
I read that.
Oh. It's too bad. But he was 86. You know, I mean, what do you want? Another 5 years?
The Hall of Famer known as Blackjack.
Tell you now, if a fan attacked him, he'd end up in the emergency room.
He probably would have stabbed him.
I think he retired in 84, right before WrestleMania. In 85. Yeah. The other guy on the other side is Bray Wyatt's, Bray Wyatt's grandpa. Blackjack Mulligan. Yes. There's Bobby Heenan. His nephew. There's Vince. Seeing Vince as an announcer is so creepy. That is awesome. It sucks that he died, but it's awesome to see these recaps.
That they actually did a thing
An
about
actual
it.
video package on it, yeah.
Yeah, half the time they don't even do that.
Feel the glow! Here comes Naomi!
Let's see, Robbie says, broke at Claymore, say move. Film says, let's go Sheamus. And Robbie says, D, too busy eating to do trivia. That's right. Snacking. Film says, to be honest, I hope Sheamus ends off with a good career once he's done with wrestling. Vindicator says, McBossman probably doesn't respect the communist human rights abuse nation of China. A handful of countries are now boycotting the Olympics. Well, good. Then
Just their countries, though. Their athletes are still going.
Then there should never be allowed to be participating in the Olympics ever again.
Your athletes can still go. It's called the delegates. The delegates aren't going, meaning their government isn't going to go.
And
now, if they stop the athletes from going, that's a totally different story. That's basically another human rights violation. But I don't care if the delegates don't go. Like, I could care less if Biden goes to the Olympics. You know what I mean? Like, Bush went, and he was a badass. Bush went when Putin invaded Georgia.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And George Bush seen Putin, and he points at him and goes, and they stopped the attack on Georgia.
Yeah.
Like, he told them to come over.
Like, dude, this is a no-no.
We don't have war during the Olympics. Everybody knows that.
Like, this is no. This is a no. This is a definite no.
But I'm not a huge Bush fan, by the way. But that's pretty bold. Be like, dude, no.
Yeah.
It's not happening.
I couldn't imagine Let's Go Brandon doing anything like that. Let's see. Walter says Drew won. Good match. Yes. Film says I one like for Sami Zayn to get better health. Ravi says, hello, the way Sheamus rolled out of the ring was funny. Dennis says, I would like Toni Storm pull off a Storm one.
She's going to win tonight.
Charlotte Flair.
I guarantee a win tonight.
For Toni?
Mm-hmm. It's a non-title match. And if she wins, she gets a title shot.
Oh.
Why would they be doing what they're doing if she doesn't win?
Our film says, I guess Jeff Hardy won't have one more WWE title run if he goes AEW. Sophie says, isn't Jon Moxley almost done with his rehab?
Don't know. I don't know anything about his alcoholism. I don't know anything about his past. I don't know if how deep he's going into it or if he's just trying to be clean. Because there's a big difference in just being clean for a while and getting better.
Right.
Here's this saying. This will bring you guys closer to an alcoholic or a druggie. No matter how many miles you go down the road, think about it. You're driving down the road in your car. No matter how many miles you go down the road, the ditch is still the same distance away.
That's true.
No matter how far you go. You can go 30 years. The ditch is right there.
If you stay in your lane.
Right.
If you try to go in the middle of the road, though.
Right. Well, the point is
you're farther away from both ditches.
The point is, it's always right there. If you don't deal with it correctly, it's always right there.
Right. Vindicator says maybe Jack inspired Hangman Page to wear leather chaps in the ring. And
Maybe.
Robbie says Hall of Shamers, ha ha. Walter says Naomi. Dennis says yes. Sophie says, remember when Kurt Angle left the WWE for Impact, he kind of had the same problem as Jeff Hardy.
Kurt Angle all doped up.
What's he on, dope? Was he a druggie and an alcoholic? Is that why?
I didn't know Kurt Angle did that stuff, but it makes sense.
Is that why? Vindicator's like, Sonia will pull some fake out shenanigans today, probably have a real match at day one. Applejack Styles is back in the chat, says, rip Jackie, my regards to his family. I grew up watching him.
Good dude. You know, I did not, because I'm not old enough to have watched him when he was younger.
Right.
But I have seen some matches from him, but not a lot. I just knew his partner, which is Bray Wyatt's grandpa.
Mm-hmm. Sophie says, didn't Jeff have the same problem when he was in the same company as his brother? He's always had this problem. As Robbie says, take me back to Recap City where the show is crap and the wrestling ain't pretty on 3 hour of Monday Night Fraud. Ha ha.
Yeah, SmackDown is definitely turning into a Raw. I don't know what they did different, but they've done it over the last few weeks.
Mm-hmm. Robbie says, any newcomers, please make sure you sub to the channel. It's free, man, like Morgan. And Alita says, fill the glow. Chris Akani is in the chat tonight, says, hey, Travis and D, we need some Shotzi.
Yeah, what happened to Shotzi?
Right? Sophie says, Impact released Jeff Hardy for the same problem like that one time with that main event against Sting.
Yeah.
And Walter's going with Naomi will win.
If they wrestle, Naomi wins. But I something's going to happen. Sonia's going to get her way out of this. Weasel it. Oh, God. Paul Heyman almost had a heart attack. Her shoes have to be tall as fuck. Pan out. I want to see her feet. Look at her face. He's not going to be happy. My ex saved me from a raping.
Right?
He's going to cry. He's like, I'm going to fly to Samoa. Look at her face. She looks like Charlie Brown. She's all smiling.
Sophie says, so this is a Survivor Series rematch, but with one team added.
Are you talking about the tag team triple threat?
I guess. Robbie says, I can't feel the glow. It's winter here. There is no sun in the UK. Right? No sun. Chris says, we also need my boy Sami Zayn. He was on earlier and was murdered.
4 months ago, they started this.
Oh yeah, 4 months. It's been in this growing phase of stupid. Walter says Sonia will get a replacement, and Robbie says Kayla mocking Paul. Sophie says next week is the final live SmackDown of the year before they tape the Christmas Eve episode. Film says Charlotte Flair is the queen of everything, and Robbie says Kayla loving it that Paul is in a pickle.
Basically, Naomi said to her, though, that she has to wrestle her one-on-one, and she said yes. So I don't know how they can weasel this, but they're going to figure it out. Damn.
1, 2, 3.
It's 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Sophie said Chris Jericho is sick. Yeah, he's a pretty cool guy. Rai says D is gonna sing Naomi's theme tune if Naomi wins. I don't even know her theme song. Robbie, you're going to have to sing it since you seem to like it.
Yeah.
Travis can sing it for you. He seems to know it.
I don't know if there's...
Guess what? I don't know it.
I'm pretty sure there's no words.
You know that I just don't listen? I don't listen to that crap. Like, it's very rare that I pay attention to their fucking theme songs. I don't give a good goddamn rat's ass what their shit
Naomi
is.
looked like she got a bedazzled bra on.
I'm pretty sure she does have
Which I am not complaining about.
She's talking. Oh, Lord. Walter's like, what happened to Chris Jericho? He is at a hospital? Is that a hospital?
She's got a couple brown balls on her head.
They're nude colored. They're like peach colored. They're the wrong color.
Uh-oh, who's this? Sonia!
Is it really?
Deville!
Is it really Sonia?
I don't remember this music. Is this her new music? I like it.
She's still wearing her... Oh, what?
Look at this outfit.
She's wearing her ring attire yet.
What's on her boobies? She like a
Buckles?
fembot?
She's got buckles. Let's see if these are any good.
She's very feminine shaped. Sonya coming out to like Stephanie McMahon's old outfit when she wrestled there for a while. And that black tight stuff. Sonya looks great. Buckles on her boobies. Give me the mic. This is an S&M outfit.
I guess.
Sonya has really long legs. I didn't notice that.
Oh, God. She was surprised.
Natalia!
Oh,
Holy
God.
shit, what the... Does she have fake boobs?
Poor Travis.
Looking like Dolly Parton out there. Shayna Baszler as a timekeeper. Is there going to be a special guest referee? No, that's it.
They're even here.
Uh-oh, where's she going? I don't think you can just attack the clock owner.
Okay. They haven't even rang the bell yet.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, they need to find her ASAP.
Oh,
Natalia
poor
with
Natalia.
a weird kick, a big old looping, long counterclockwise kick.
Right.
All right.
Robbie says LOD low-key knows the theme songs but acts like she doesn't. I have no idea. And Luke is in the chat though. Hey, Luke.
Hey, Luke.
Says, hi all. So I have decided that I want overall wearing Neanderthal happy and seeing Crazy Brock on every segment in every show.
Yeah,
Yes, as long as he's funny, right?
Yeah,
I just want him to come
they'll
out
put
and
it
be
back
funny.
with Paul, and Paul start talking for her, and we won't get to see that anymore. All right, ring the bell, referee. Who's this today, Lee?
There's your Xia Li. Xia Li is going to come out against the Vultures.
Lee. That's so funny. I was going to say that'd be cool if she came out during this match. I didn't say it, though, so I can't say it now. But because Sonya's been a Vulture.
The Protector. Xia Li.
Xia Li. She is intimidated till she gets in the ring because she's tiny, but definitely reminds me of Big Trouble in Little China. I can't help it. When he's like doing his judo.
Vindicator says, I love Sonya. Look badass, Gothic warrior. Walter
Sonya
says,
looks
okay, bye.
great.
I see you on Monday for Raw. Bye, Walter. Have a great weekend, man. And God bless you.
Is she
Big
going to
says
attack
Sonya's copying
Naomi,
my look.
or is she going to team with Naomi? They don't have enough baby faces. They need her as a baby face.
Well, she can't attack Naomi. Naomi's
No, there
attacked.
she goes. Xia Li, maybe we'll get a tag team match. But Natalia isn't dressed for wrestling.
You have to be careful because she has heels on.
Yeah. Xia Li doesn't know what to do. She's like, you're supposed to already have this done. There we go. Big spinning kick. Xia Li went out of the... Oh, I thought she rolled out.
She made sure she left. She's so cute
Whoa.
in her own little way.
Oh, she's very, very handsome. Right to the corner. Gonna drop that whole butt on her. No! Shayna Baszler
saved.
saves her.
Anyway, Sally Ann says goodnight. Good night, Sally Ann.
Thank you, Sally Ann. Sonia has to keep putting her boobs back in. It's pretty funny. She's like, this outfit doesn't work.
Who did?
Sonia, she has to keep doing this.
Oh,
Get her
does
boobs
she?
back in, yeah. Xia Li.
Yeah, some of that stuff does. Oh, God.
Oh, no, Naomi. Stop.
Just dumb. Anyways, Chris says Sonia wearing Rhea Ripley gear. Film says who will win in an armpit deodorant match, Rhea Ripley or Rachel Gonzalez? Who do you think will win? Choose Rachel. You know they're really good friends, so I don't know. Rob is like Sonia doing up the B-Tech natty and that get up tonight. Ha ha ha. Sally Ann says goodnight. Film says Sonya Deville, is she going to enter on Naomi's match again?
No match.
No match at all.
There's your answer. You got it right.
God bless you says on Monday I will change my PFP. Philip says just letting Naomi win a match. Vindicator says Shayna doesn't know how to tell time. Robbie says also mixed with Rhea Ripley. Sophie says I still don't understand this Naomi Sonya feud.
Is that the guy, like the main guy from Jackass? Is he that old?
Yes. He
Is
just
that
has his hair blonde. It's not white.
Oh, God.
It's the hook and ladder.
That is him, isn't it? Still doing Jackass stuff, and he's 70 years old. No. No, I
No,
don't.
I don't.
The nuts on a new bridge. That guy's
Shenanigans
that
over
guy's
here,
risking his life by his diabetes. Did you see that, dude?
the big guy on
He's
that
like
side.
700 pounds.
Yeah.
4'3".
Diabetes.
Here comes the queen. Charlotte. Oh, she's wearing that black outfit again.
Some black
That
outfit.
black
A different
ensemble.
black one.
Yeah, the one from the wrestling, the pay-per-view.
Is that one?
It looks like it.
Maybe. Sophie says, I still don't understand this Naomi-Sonya feud. Okay, so Naomi wanted matches and Sonya said no.
That's it.
That's it. That's why it's happening. Alita says Xia. Philip says Shayna Baszler, boo. Chris Okane's like Xia. And Ravi says Vin, Shayna's still trying to figure out what is the big hand and the short hand on the clock. You guys, you know they make digital clocks, right?
She's wondering why there's no hands.
Pretty sure she can read numbers.
She's wondering why there's no hands on it.
Right? So he's like, yeah, the tag team triple threat match, which I don't understand why we are getting it. It has to do something about who's the best tag team.
Oh, I know. Maybe we'll just go off the early tonight. It's going to be the main event.
Oh, God, is it? Oh, thank God. Yeah, I'll leave. I'll totally
Like,
leave.
see ya.
I don't fucking want to see that shit. I don't fucking want to see fucking Xavier Woods and Dum Dums. I don't want to see Kofi and Dodo Face.
I like Kofi.
I want somebody to take that new crown and chuck it somewhere and take a chainsaw to it. Aria's in the chat, though. Hey, Aria says it's literally the women version of Evolution. Robbie says, who's that Chun-Li in the ring? That's Xia Li. And Sophie says, would Chris Jericho have gone in the Hall of Fame if he was still with the WWE? That doesn't necessarily mean he can't go to the Hall of Fame.
He's going to go into the WWE Hall of Fame.
He was with the WWE long enough to be a Hall of Famer at some point with them. Vindicator says, so as I figured, no real match until the pay-per-view. Let's put Sonya and Naomi in a steel cage or leather strap match.
Oh, Jesus.
Alita says Nat didn't need titles. I almost thought she said Nat didn't need titties. Robbie's like,
got
oh, well,
some.
yeah, Johnny Knoxville. And Film says, who will win in an armpit? Oh, God. Not reading that film.
Was it the fat guy?
No, it's licking armpits.
Ew.
Exactly.
Who wants to lick an armpit?
Woof my cookies much, my friend. Granted, I know you love armpits. I'm glad you love armpits, but man, the licking, no. No. I draw the line. I'm drawing my line. Drawn it. Sophie says the Jackass guys appeared on WWE TV before. As Vindicator says, 30-minute break, guys. Peace. Robbie says, and Chris Pontius from Jackals, a.k.a. Party Boy. I don't know him. From Jackass.
The fat guy?
No, it was the guy that said Party Boy on his shirt. Sophie says the Raw matches kept changing the order throughout the day. Robbie says Flair not going to be chatting, is she? And Dennis says, what happened between Sonia and Naomi?
Basically, Sonya had a guest timekeeper and a guest ring announcer.
Yes.
And one was Natalya, the other one was Shayna Baszler. Naomi took offense to it and went outside and just attacked them.
Attacked Shayna first.
The match never really happened. It was going to be 3-on-1, and then Xia Li made her debut in WWE and came down and helped Naomi, and they cleared out the ring. And that's it. That's what happened.
That's it. There wasn't really a match or anything that happened.
But we did get the Xia Li premiere.
Yeah.
Very anticlimactic.
Very anti. Chris says, thoughts on MJF Heroes Welcome?
No idea what that is.
I don't know. Did something happen on Wednesday?
It's hard for me to watch the wrestling when there's somebody else here, because I have to pay attention to what's going on in there.
You mean when I'm not here? Because
That's what I
I'm
said.
here all the time.
No, I said when somebody else is
You said
here.
when somebody else is here.
Yeah.
Like, I'm here all the time. What are you talking about, you weirdo?
When someone else, not the same person. And so, I mean, I remember it a little bit, but I don't remember what happened on Wednesday. I know CM Punk started out the show. He came out to MJF's music. And then MJF and Dante Martin both won the Battle Royal, so they'll face each other next week for the ring. So MJF could win that ring 3 years in a row.
Right?
I hope he does, because I definitely don't like that Dante Martin at all.
God, no. Let's see. Robbie says Xia Li, Chun-Li, same person. Yeah. No. That's racist.
That sounds very
offensive.
Culturally inappropriate.
Yeah. Don't be culturally appropriating. Sophie says, why do I have a feeling that Paul will turn on Roman to help Brock at day one like he did to Brock at Survivor Series 2002? I don't know.
So some group called Migos is going to be at day one, January 1st, 2022. Hey, that's the guy that does the Ric Flair drip, I think. He looks. I don't know who sings Ric Flair drip, but that guy looks like the guy in the video with Rick.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Those
Migos.
three guys looked very similar, like their pictures. So I thought they were all the same guy, kind of.
Yeah, they just
like these two on this end and that end, but the guy in the middle had a different hairdo.
Right. Yeah, the guy on the left looked like the guy in the Ric Flair drip song.
So I wasn't sure.
All right, here comes Quadzilla. Toni Storm.
Yeah. Weirdo. All right. Let's.
She just keeps saying high-fiving the same person.
So he says.
It's the same person.
That film's like, okay. Sorry, Misty. Yeah, I don't care if you talk about armpits, man. I am just not going to read licking armpit matches. Gross, my friend. I was taken it a little too far in the gross direction. For me, anyways. I'm glad you love it. Congratulations.
Toni Storm should have to wear long pants. Or no, is it short pants? Short pants all the time. Because she looks a lot better in shorts. And I think that's what she has on now. So
she has short pants on. She's not wearing pants. Let's see. Sophie says Johnny Gargano and Kyle O'Reilly haven't fully made their choice and what they want to do next. Robbie says, oh, the armpit crop smells of onion BO. Ew. Chris was like, that's when MJF came out to the Long Island crowd cheering him.
Oh, yeah, and he said they would. And then it made Punk have to say mean things about Long Island. And he did. He was dogging on Long Island.
I thought he was supposed to be such a nice guy.
I know.
Though.
And he was being mean to their hockey team and all sorts of stuff.
Well, he's a loser anyway, so it makes sense. Robbie says, hello, Travis calling Dia distraction. If I wore an outfit like Charlotte Flair, I would be a distraction for all of you. Vindicator says, yeah, Ayla is very distracting. I feel you on that one, Travis. And Vindicator's like, okay, break. Sophie's like, the AEW fans that want Johnny Gargano and Kyle O'Reilly to be part of the roster if they decide to re-sign with the WWE.
And Vin did hang out with us for the match, the women's match that they had on.
With Britt Baker. Yeah, I saw him. He adulted a little bit. It was creepy. Chris says, Amigos go hard. They fired Hit Row for them. I think they're a singing group.
It looks like they're like some sort of a musical.
They aren't wrestling at all.
Attraction. So Charlotte has a run in her hose.
Oh, God.
See it right there on her back leg?
It's awful. She already has a run in her hose. Her stocking has a run in it. Feels like I hope Charlotte comes out. She's right there, my friend.
It's in.
Charlotte
it's on.
Is out there
the
with
match
Toni
is
Storm.
happening
Armpits
right now.
Everywhere. Just armpits. Armpits. Oh, there's an armpit. Armpits all over the place, my friend. Armpits. Robbie's like, Travis, I can't help you with the last AEW. I fell asleep after 20 minutes.
Yeah, it wasn't the
Ayla,
greatest.
He's referring to Ayla. She's annoying.
Who is?
I'm kidding.
I didn't say anything near that. It's just like when Dwayne was here, I didn't watch the show.
Well, how could you? He was all up in your personal space.
I know, I was like on the wall.
Travis was like trying to run up the wall. I like took one look at the thing and I was just like, oh my God. I'm like, Travis is like, help me! And I'm like, why is Dwayne in your personal space?
Charlotte drops down on her back.
Like, I don't know what to do.
Toni was supposed to be on their other side. That's what Charlotte grabbed her and ripped her over real quick. Because she didn't go where she was supposed to.
She's like, what am I supposed to do with this?
Why are you upside down?
Why is your ass here? This is the wrong section of your body.
Charlotte working on that knee. Again. This is how Rick would lose. He would try to get her in the figure four and then get rolled up, and then it would be a 1, 2, 3. Haha, but it didn't happen to Charlotte.
Well, it's like Migos, they do mumble rap. That's what you do, right?
I don't know what that is.
I don't either. Films like, please don't get mad at me.
2 and
You know,
Charlotte just gets kicked out.
Fantasies. Yes, I understand you do. And I'm fine with your matchups. I'm fine with saying armpit matches.
I bet you she might have hurt Charlotte there. I wouldn't be surprised if Charlotte's hurt.
She
did that right on her shoulder.
Yeah, I heard that.
Toni Storm is very unsafe.
To feel it.
Very unsafe right now.
I just don't want any licking ones. Okay, no licking. That's kind of gross on my end, bud.
You gotta lick it and stick it, you know?
I don't want to. You want to lick people's armpits?
Do I? No.
Exactly. I don't want to read about it either. I don't want to
in your porn magazines.
I don't want to read comments about porn licking armpit matches. Elaine's like Migos from Atlanta. Ravi says,
that's cool. They're from where you're at.
Wanting to wear drip like square. Chris says
Charlotte got disqualified. That's how they did it.
Ah, that's it.
I knew she was gonna lose, but.
Oh, she got a win. Congratulations.
So they still made Charlotte look tough as fuck.
Right.
Now they're going to have to put it in a no disqualification match.
Hear Michael Cole over there. He's like, Charlotte knew exactly what she was doing, Pat.
Look at big boot.
Chris says,
see, this is what
Toni.
What I was talking about. Now Xylee should have shown up. It'd have made more sense for Xylee to go right after Charlotte.
No, because you don't want her to come from NXT to immediately go after a title. They already have Toni Storm doing that.
Toni Storm won. Xylee would just be there beating up bullies, and it would set it up for later.
Yeah, but she's not continuing to bully her. It's different. The other one was 3 of them were bullying her. It's different.
Vultures.
Let's see.
Let's hear it for Charlotte.
Go, Shari. Oh, Lita says, you just don't understand. Robbie's like, Migos are a hip-hop rap group. Sophie says, I wonder who will team up with Naomi and Xia Li in the feud with Sonia, Natty, and Shayna. They don't have to. It could just be against Natty and Shayna.
I didn't know that rap groups had groups.
They have groups? Like they're a group?
I'm trying to think, like, if I remember anybody being in a group.
What do you mean? Like
rap groups. Name me a rap group. Okay, exactly.
Well,
there was Tupac, but he was in Digital Underground for a while. Biggie was never in a group.
Okay,
Puffy was never in a group. I'm just trying to think of rap groups. That's all I'm doing.
So you're talking about there was like more than
Bone
one
Thugs and
rapper.
Harmony.
Okay. Like, there's more than one person in the
I knew I would
thing.
think of a rap group.
A group.
Yes.
Okay. Or Robbie says, Toni gonna lose.
And
Alita
does
says,
No Limit count
I
as
went
a
to
group?
sleep,
Because it was
sorry.
just Master P and a couple other of his brothers that weren't that good. See Murder and
How
Silk
would
the
I know? I
Shocker.
don't know.
They weren't that great.
Anyways, Alita's like, I went to sleep, sorry. No, don't worry about that. And Robbie, Toni didn't lose, she won. Just in a weird way.
She did win.
Chris says Toni wears shorter shorts. Ew. Robbie's like, yeah, the Migos are hella auto-tune when they rap. Sophie says it's going to be Charlotte versus Sasha again, either at Day 1 or the Rumble.
But was the guy on the left, was he the guy that sings Ric Flair Drip? That's all I really care about.
Right. Robbie says, LO, you might get a hair caught in your mouth, D, if you like armpits.
Because the dudes would have hairy armpits.
No,
I shave mine.
because I'm pretty sure that film has talked about unshaven armpits.
I
too.
shave my armpits because I don't like how it pulls.
Ew. You're such a girl.
I don't like the pulling of it.
Sophie's like, what is Film's obsession with armpits? That's scary and weird. People just like certain things. People sometimes like kneecaps. It's like people who like feet.
She has really smooth kneecaps because she wears jeans all the time. Or pants all the time. So you have no hair on your knees, so they're really smooth.
I don't have hardly any hair as it is. So, I'm not a hairy person. Roberto Lozano's in the chat, though. Hey, Roberto says, hello.
Hey,
I
Roberto.
almost missed WWE SmackDown. Glad I didn't. Yeah, you almost
It's a pretty
missed
good
it. It's
show.
almost over. Chris says Sami Zayn time is done. Sami Zayn was there earlier. He's not there now. Chris says Death Row versus Junior Mafia rap groups. Alita says Phantom Pain is a trip.
Death Row was not a group. It was just a company. And Little Mafia, I remember that. That was the East-West Coast stuff.
Was it?
Yeah, Tupac.
Poor
Little
Alita.
Mafia.
Phantom
I'll cut your
Pain
bitch
and
ass
your
up.
missing digits. Yeah. It can be really weird. As Luke says, NWA, Bone Thugs, MO Thugs Family, Bone Thugs, and the 3 other artists in their label 3-6 Mafia.
I forgot about 3-6. 3-6, Mafia, Mafia. I
Phil
love that
says,
when it came
It's weird,
out.
but I think it's cool. That is all. Don't hate me for it.
And yeah, I forgot about NWA. They broke up though, like in the mid. Well, no, it had to have been before.
But
the
they were a
mid-90s.
group before.
Yes,
broke
they
up.
were. And like Rum DMC. That's like Flavor Flav.
Nice.
And the others. I can't
And
think.
the others.
Well, I can't
Well,
think
you
of
know those other people.
Chuck D. And then there was another guy in there too. I can't remember his name. This is before my time. I didn't listen to. I just had to think of a rap group to see if they still exist, you know, like, and then I was like, okay, they are rap groups. I just thought of rappers as more of a solo thing. Oh, Bradley Coop.
Brad Coop. Says it's weird, but I think it's cool. That is all. Don't hate me. Nobody hates you, Phil. I don't hate you, man.
Hate the player, hate the game.
I don't hate that you like armpits. I just don't want to read about licking armpit matches. That's it. I don't. That's all. Sophie says, wait till the news drops one day that Johnny Gargano and Kyle O'Reilly decided to resign with the WWE. That's when all the AEW fans will be very disappointed.
All 800,000 of them?
All of them.
Just furious. And half of those don't even get on the internet. So,
Yeah.
So
They're going to
500,000
be so
fans.
furious. They're going to, like, have riots in the streets. They're going to be, like, throwing fucking rings around. They're like, rah! I hate wrestling rings! Rah! And then they're going to be, like, you know, stomping around like little midgets like Kyle O'Reilly and Johnny Gargano.
They're going to say
throwing
things.
their Johnny Gargano tantrums.
They're going to say things like, I'm never watching wrestling again.
Yeah, and then they'll watch it the next week. You hypocritical little bastards.
Well, I'm going to quit watching if they do that. By the way, I said that myself.
Then continue to watch
that if Kyle O'Reilly or Johnny Gargano joins the AEW, I will never watch it again.
I'm okay with that. I am totally okay with stopping watching it. We could try NXT.
That's what I was thinking. If they either one of them sign with fucking
we
AEW,
can just go to NXT because they won't be there. So it would be fine.
And NXT's changed so much that it's more geared towards
It
the
might
stuff.
be interesting.
I want to see Braun Breaker anyway.
Alita's like, yes. It feels as if, just be honest, it's just my personal preference on how I like my women. Yes. Then Nick says, I didn't know 90s rap made it all the way to Ireland. Okay, you know that Luke is originally not from Ireland.
The
right?
question there would be, if you lived in Ireland, would you be for West Coast or East Coast rap?
Would they know the differest? That's the biggest
that's all they
question
talked
of
about.
all.
That's all they talked about in the 90s. It would have been in every song they heard. West Side.
Alita says, you serious? And Sophie says, poor Happy Corbin. He was in a feud with Jeff. Now who knows who he will feud with. I don't know. He stole Drew's sword. So
He's
there
fighting
you
with
go.
Drew. Yeah.
Alita's like, yep. And Chris says, screwed up click rap group is the best here in Texas. Sophie says, is Elias dead in the woods
group?
somewhere? Click rap group.
Ah, never heard of it.
Elias.
Hey,
says,
Reggie Bush.
Is Elias dead in the woods somewhere? No, he's just trying to redo his character again.
Maria Menounos looks good. Imagine that.
What? She looks good? That's ridiculous.
The cast of Jackass.
Forever.
This guy's like, I'm going to ride a bull. This guy's like, I'm going to jump out of an airplane. This guy's, I'm going to jump off a building. This guy's going to be like,
that guy looks
I'm
like
just
he's
not going to
had a
diet.
stroke in his face.
I'm not going to diet. That's his Jackass move.
move.
Oh, shit!
Hello.
Postman Pierce dropped his paperwork.
I don't think he was doing anything on it anyways. It didn't look like he had anything but maybe a doodle.
Brock's pretty upset, and he needs to turn back into the nice Canadian.
That suspension that you gave me.
$1 million fine. I never got the opportunity to thank you.
It went to charity. Oh, that's really sweet.
I got a little bit of time. That's all he has. It's time off.
Hunting. He scored a giant moose. It was huge.
A giant moose. He killed a 2,000-pound moose.
He's got a little flip phone.
He's got a flip
phone. This is awesome. Like my dad.
Jay broke his phone.
I wanted to show you a photo, but
I took the. He skinned a moose.
Skinned that moose.
Why would you got it after you skinned it? No, actually I have had moose, but
I've never had moose. Had elk, no moose.
look, Postman Pierce, poor guy.
Oh God. Oh,
I named the moose after.
It. Oh God. Moose hunting.
Pierce.
Pierce. It's very nice.
Pierce the moose. Somebody's got to come up with the shirt with the moose. Pierce.
Pierce the moose. Where is it? Make it happen, WWE.
Thank you. Oh shit.
Shit. God damn. Was he choking?
Brocky and Bullwinkle.
Wow.
I was saying that all last night. Or what was I saying? That was on Monday? Rocky and Bullwinkle? Were you here or was I saying that with Ayla? I think it was
Might have
Monday.
been saying it with Ayla because I don't remember.
He just said it now. Brocky and Bullwinkle.
Brocky and Bullwinkle.
Oh, it was on AEW. Rocky Romero was wrestling.
Film says, thank you, Misty. I appreciate it. Vindicator says, Happy Corbin versus Madcap Moss. All partners must turn on each other eventually. It's the McBossman way. Alita says, Fat Boys, 2 Live Crew. There's
The
another.
Fat Boy. Come on. Yeah, 2 Live Crew, definitely.
Robbie
Luke
says,
Skywalker. What was the other guy's name?
I don't know. I really don't know them.
The Fuck Shop. It was porn rap, basically.
They're getting the W at day 1. Robbie says, hello, do you keep saying you will never watch wrestling again, but here you are week after week. I can't help it. Travis makes me do it.
Hey, look, a ding dong sign.
Ding dong.
Remember her? The old ding dong?
Sophie says, Asuka, where does she fit in storyline-wise? I don't know. We'll have to find out if she comes back.
Hopefully she comes back healthy.
Vindicator says, I mainly watch NXT just for Mandy Rose, but I like the entire women roster more than Raw, me, and Smack Butt. Chris says, Lesnar out of nowhere. Robbie says, Brock should knock Pearson to next year. And Film says, I'll just lay low and talk about it less on these live streams. You're fine, Film. Chris says, Brock is turning into Mick Foley, LOL. And Sophie says, I only watch Raw, SmackDown, and WWE pay-per-views. Alita says, thanks. And Robbie says, Brock with talking segments is jokes, LOL, with a flip phone. That's jokes.
That's awesome.
Looks like this is the Brock we don't deserve but need, LOL. Vindicator says, I've never eaten a moose or buffalo. The buffalo you're kind of missing out on. Buffalo is actually pretty good.
It's very lean, though, but it's good. Mm-hmm. If you like lean hamburger, it's really good. Have you ever had a buffalo steak?
Way. No, I've never had it steak. I've had ground buffalo. I've never had steak, though.
Yeah, me neither.
But elk is pretty good. But it's the same way. It's really lean. Very lean. Not as gamey as, like, venison or deer. I would imagine moose wouldn't be either. They eat a lot of... I would imagine that moose would kind of have a muddy texture, like a muddy underlying taste. And the only reason I say that is because they eat a lot of wet out of ponds and rivers and lakes and stuff, like duck stew. And duck meat is kind of muddy tasting. This one job long time ago I worked at, they were hunters and they had hunted duck and they took their ducks and they had made jerky out of it and brought it to work and shared it. And it had like this really gross underlying mud taste to it. I was like, ew, why can't you get rid of that? You would think that you would be able to get rid of that. Anyways, as Alita says, Buffalo is good. Sophie says, new addition, Boys to Men, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, 98 Degrees, New Kids on the Block were awesome boy bands.
Not rap groups.
They were rap groups and no, yucky caca.
She loved the Backstreet Boys.
Oh my god.
No, what was the New Kids on the Block?
You and my brother make up the biggest shit lies out of your mouth.
I'm getting it from your brother, and it.
I know, and he's a
New
lying,
Kids
it's
on
a
the Block.
Big fat lie. Such a lie. Such a lie.
The right stuff.
So much lies.
Went to their concert in 1989 or 91.
Okay, so one, you went to a concert. That makes you more of a fan than me.
We had to go with my little cousin.
I've never been to a concert. Not one. Of any kind. Of any band.
We had to go with
Stormy. Of any music. Doesn't matter. You still went, didn't you?
We had no choice.
Oh, I'm sure you did. You could have said no. I'm sure you could have just not went.
Just cried.
Robbie says Pierce just shat himself. Vindicator's like, but I still remember when flip phones used to be all the rage when they first came out. Yeah, now they're trying to bring them back. Like, in a weird way.
Like the Razor?
Yeah. Or Samsung's weird flip thing they have going on. Sophie says, AEW roster is so bloated. Where would Johnny Gargano, Kyle O'Reilly fit in if they do decide to sign with that company?
In the trash can.
Robbie says, D is there to pull in the subs and views. Sure. That's what I'm here for.
Just kidding. They would team up with the guys and they would make the All Elite thing, and then the All Elite will go up against the whatever the NXT guys were called. What were they called?
Oh, I don't remember. Undisputed Era.
Yeah, Undisputed Era. That's all it would be.
It'd just be barf shit.
But, I mean, still, they got to be there for more than a few months. And that feud's only going to last a few months, and then what? Then we're stuck with all of them.
Yeah, with barfos. Chris Akane says Kairi Sane has left WWE.
She did. Her contract expired.
Robbie says that deer meat is decent too, makes good curry.
I like venison.
I could imagine that it would because it's gamey, and I mean, curry can be made with, what, goat and sheep? Mutton, I guess, but I think goat is a big one. I don't know. Do they, Robbie in India, do they make a lot of the curry with goat?
Elk tastes good, but it stinks when you cook it.
It does, but it doesn't taste the way it cooks, like the way it smells when it cooks. Is that weird? Yep. I think that's weird.
So Bobby Lashley decimated everybody during the commercial breaks.
Yeah, that we didn't see. They're like, we aren't going to show you this.
This Monday, we're going to see Bobby Lashley.
Like, did that happen? I don't remember that.
Bobby Lashley is going to be in that Quadro match at Day 1. And maybe bring relevance back to the Raw Championship.
Chris says I ate buffalo and elk and deer when I went up to Jackson. Yeah, it's a big thing up there.
Yeah.
Sophie says I don't understand the big deal with Kyle O'Reilly and Johnny Gargano. Why do people want them in AEW instead of them wanting to stay with the WWE?
Undisputed Era.
I have no idea, Sophie, nor do I really care.
Undisputed Era.
As Robbie says, Sophie, who cares about these Z-listers? Exactly. Robbie's like, hello, D, a Backstreet Boys fan. You love to see it. No, according to both my brother and Travis over here, it was the New Kids on the Block. Get it. If you're going to tease me about, get it right. At least then that way I have a way to say something back about it. Sophie says there has been wrestling fans that gave up watching NXT after they moved to the USA Network to compete against AEW.
I stopped watching NXT, or I started watching it when it moved up to USA. But I like it a lot better now than it was. Because before it was a bunch of cruiserweights. Like, even the champions were little guys.
Yeah, they were all tiny babies.
And now, Champ is not that big, but he's bigger than those guys that were champion. And then, obviously, he's not going to be champion forever. And then the other guys that they're grooming are big. Like, the show's changing. It's looking more like a wrestling promotion.
Let's see. Film says no more mentioning ALM armpits ladies match. Okay, Film. I don't care if you want to talk about ladies armpits.
WWE
and matches. I just don't want to talk about licking once.
Look at that.
Okay? No licking.
They did a poll. New Day was the last on there.
Yeah, I would say they're the very last because they're garbage.
I'm pretty sure that I would be excited if I saw Xavier Woods cut from WWE. I know that's sad to say, but I just
really
can't.
Just wish that he would just go in the
He's the one
of Jeff Hardy.
One guy I just can't stand. If they're all together, it's okay because he's the third wheel and he blows the trumpet and all that. That's fine. But with Big E not there, he's highlighted as garbage. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't like him as a WWE superstar. All right, Kofi Kingston in there started out with
he killed Rollins. Sophie says, why haven't we seen this Brock before? I was not a fan of Fat Boys.
Oh, who liked the Fat Boys? I mean, do you remember they did the movie and they were like orderlies for like an old person?
No.
It was like early 90s movie. It was actually pretty funny. I had the Fat Boys tape. The first tape I ever owned was Michael Jackson's Thriller. And then after that, I got Michael Jackson's Bad and Fat Boys for Christmas.
Yeah, Robbie. That's what I figured. And even though it's in Maradius, the Indian heritage part is where the curry comes from with the goat. That's what I was saying. I'm pretty sure that's a big thing.
1, 2.
India too.
Charles Robinson.
Make their curry mostly with goat.
Is Charles Robinson refereed all the matches tonight?
He has refereed quite a few matches tonight.
He
did the Sonia one and Naomi out there. I thought I seen him in another match. He wasn't out there for the Charlotte one though.
Oh, he wasn't. That wasn't him. Are you sure? He's not the one that disqualified her? Huh.
Maybe he's been there the whole time and I have not been paying attention to who the ref was.
Oh, did he poke him in the eye? What happened there? I thought Riddle got him. Did they just call him King Woods?
Great chili. Ravi says LOD, but Travis said BSB. He corrected himself. Go back and listen. He corrected himself.
Yeah, those guys were too old. Those boy bands were like after high school. NSYNC and Backstreet Boys.
That's why I'm like.
So it had to have been when she was a kid. And then the only boy band was Menudo and the Backstreet Boys, or the New Kids on the Block.
I remember them, but I don't remember being a fan. Like, oh, I have to have posters.
I think Menudo was Ricky Martin. That's where he came from.
Oh, is that right?
It was a bunch of handsome boys.
Oh, I wouldn't know. Like, seriously, I wouldn't know. But you guys have to remember, I didn't have that kind of TV either, so I wouldn't know. Oh,
Usos through the ropes, taking out everybody. Usos say they are.
Kross was a big guy. LOL.
Sort of, right?
Says,
About
okay,
6'2".
Right.
But he wasn't small by any means. But
no.
But he wasn't giant. He wasn't Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, he wasn't Sheamus, Drew McIntyre, Brock size. Sophie says, I'm not surprised he loves to eat meat. Look where you guys live.
Yes. We're definitely meatitarians.
Fine.
But I don't know if Braun Breaker could wrestle Brock Lesnar and do his moves with him. I want to see how he does against somebody of that size.
Oh, yeah.
Because he does a lot of power stuff. Like where he picks him up over his head and brings him down and then power slam. Like he's very physical.
Yeah, and they're little dudes.
But everybody in NXT that he's wrestled so far has been kind of small.
They're little babies.
I want to see him go, against some of the bigger guys. Like Big E. Can he manhandle Big E? Because that takes a man to manhandle Big E.
Yes. Manly men.
Like Brock could do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, maybe? Drew, maybe? I don't even know if Drew... Oh, Bobby Lashley can.
Bobby Lashley can. I don't know if Roman could.
No.
I mean, Roman looks strong, but I don't think Roman's strong.
Roman can hurt him. He can push him around and lift him and slam him and, normal wrestling stuff, but he couldn't manhandle him like a rag doll.
Yeah.
There's only a couple guys that could. Big E's big.
Yeah.
He's just not tall.
Film says, I got you, Miss D. Understood you. Good. Because I don't want you to feel uncomfortable in our chat. Let's see. Ravi says, yeah, in yes. I keep thinking I'm saying it wrong. I think I'm saying it wrong. Somebody help me. Yeah, they make goat curry all the time. Vindicator says Wood should join Titus as an ambassador of catering. Sophie says, I don't know any hip-hop groups. Film says, okay, I'm going to go ahead and get going. Bye, guys. Love y'all. Peace out. Bye, Film. Thanks so much for hanging out with us.
Hope to
see you on
Glad
Monday.
you're feeling
Have
better.
a good weekend. Yes, glad that you are feeling better. And once again, don't worry about talking about armpits. I don't want to talk about licking them. That's gross. Vindicator's like, who's bad? You bad, Travis. Can you moonwalk? LOL.
No, but Carmella can.
Robbie says the fat boys do a great beatbox. Sophie says AW is going into the old Impact problem where they sign almost every former WWE talent. Robbie says, D, stop lying about being a New Kids fan. You know what happened to Pinocchio when he lied. But I'm not a boy.
I'm a real boy.
And last time I checked, I'm not a wooden puppet either. Alita's like, boys to men. Vindicator says, but hey, I feel like it's that time to say adieu. No pay-per-view this
There he
weekend.
is. That's the kid that they're comparing to Brock.
We'll see. So I will see you guys on Monday. Take care and stay gamey. LOL. Bye, Vin. Thanks for hanging with us. Have a good rest of your night.
There is still a shit ton of night left.
There is.
We're still 15
Have
minutes
a great
away.
weekend, man. Do something fun, but safe. Alita's like, bye, Vin. And Fayaz Hussein is in the chat.
Hey,
Fayaz,
thanks for hanging out with
going?
us.
Chris says Scarlett showed up at a indie
Make sure
show
you're subscribing if you're
without
not.
Cross. And also, Taya Valkyrie did a video at AAA to face Diona Perazzo for the women's title. So lots of release stars showing up to indie promotions already.
Well, good deal. Good for them, too.
Sophie says for some reason the volume isn't working for this stream.
Uh-oh.
What do you mean? Like your volume on your own side? Luna says rarely see Randy Orton on Friday Night SmackDown these days. Robbie says LOL, but yeah, nose has grown though. No, it hasn't. Still the same size.
Sounds fine to me.
Vindicator says, bye, Alita. And Mr. Vicky is in the chat saying, hello, guys. I am here. Sweet. Chris
Yeah, thanks
says,
for hanging
no
out with us.
Shotzi still. Yeah, no Shotzi tonight. It doesn't look like. Don't think we're going to get
What
a Shotzi.
happened to Shotzi? Is she gone, maybe? She'll be the next one cut? That's a shame if it's true. She had that one feud with Sasha, and that's it.
Okay, so the only thing we saw was Sasha talking with Toni Storm about going and getting a chance. And that's it, guys. And the only other women we saw was the Naomi stuff. So I don't imagine that we're going to see a Shotzi sighting in those cases. Like,
No.
It makes no sense.
Right.
So don't write her off yet, for God's sakes.
I write them off fast when they come up from NXT. Because Vince is like, no, you're out. Vince is like, how do you look with blonde hair? Yeah, get out.
Ew, gross. Nope, you're done. You're so done.
She's got the assets, though, to stay on TV. And she's kind of taller.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that about her, too. Because
So
a lot of
besides-
these women are so short.
They are. They're tiny. They're little tinies. Little children size. Sophie says, remember when SmackDown is on Fox 8 and the show early before 10? Yeah, but there's still like 15 minutes left.
Yeah, a little less
Like, I
now,
mean,
obviously. but
even if you say they end a couple minutes before, I mean,
They do.
it's still over 10 minutes.
they end at 58. So we got exactly 12 minutes left.
Sophie says, did they drop the Shotzi Sasha feud already? I just don't think
Yes.
they did. I mean, why would they? I mean, I guess they could have when they had their thing, but... Mr. Vicky says, finally both wearing blue. Robbie says, haha, there's no pulling the wool over your eyes, haha. Vindicator's like, I just unsubscribed, by the way, Travis, because of your praise for Mella. LOL, just kidding. Take care, buddy.
The moonwalk.
But she can moonwalk. That's a fact, though. That's not saying that, you know, that's not saying that she's awesome because she can, but she can. Like, there's no denying it. It's facts right there.
Facts don't care about feelings.
Chris says, main event Shotzi LOL. And Luke's given us the lowdown on the Shotzi information. Shotzi is recovering from an Achilles inflammation.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah, there must be something going on with their trainers or something in WWE.
Their trainers or something that's going on with the way they do a move.
Because you can't have 3 Achilles injuries. With
Maybe the
Xavier
shoes
Woods,
they're
Ember
wearing?
Moon,
No.
Shotzi.
He should have thrown his foot up there and got tagged that way. Mr. Vicky says, Alita, tell me when Shotzi versus Charlotte goes on, I will turn on my WWE network.
It's over.
Mr. Vicky, there is no Shotzi. And it was Toni Storm versus Charlotte, and that happened. We're at the end of...
This is the main event right now. We got a triple threat tag team match with the Usos, the New Day, and RK Bro.
Yeah, we're at the end of the
shit.
show, by the way.
Did he hit his teeth?
He might have, but he hit his face, that's for sure. Robbie says, do you want it to match like a boy band, Mr. Vicky? Ha ha. Sophie says, Shotzi maybe is on the list for the next set of releases. No.
I hope not.
As Alita says, Shotzi is hurt. Robbie says, real Armstrong can moonwalk also. Neil Armstrong. Nice.
Yes. Him and Buzz Lightyear. Oh, shit. Jey Uso pulls down Randy Orton.
Alita says Vince is a pedo. Oh, yeah. He's a pedo.
He likes the little girls.
He likes them
What?
when they're tiny.
Two,
and
and New
Big-
Day saves the
But
match.
the problem is, Alita, he doesn't like them flat-chested. He likes them with big old boobs.
Mhm.
So you can't say he's a pedo when they have big-ass boobs hanging out there. That doesn't work out so well. Sophie says Jimmy Uso had the same problem as Jeff Hardy, and he's still with the WWE. His problem is DUIs. That's a different.
Yeah, and trust me,
Does he come to work drunk? That's the question.
he also goes into rehab, and he also tries to not be a drunk.
Right. But does he come to work drunk? Does he come to work high? Does he come to work on drugs? Does he come to work and put his fellow wrestlers at risk? See, that's the difference. Jeff Hardy came to work high. Jeff Hardy came to work drunk. Jeff Hardy put other people at risk at his job. There's a difference. It's different when you go out after your job and you get stupid drunk and drive. Okay? Yes, you can hurt other people and yourself, but he's not coming to the ring and putting his fellow, wrestlers at risk. What he does on his own time is his own fucking thing.
Just innocent people on the street.
Which I'm not saying is a good thing. I'm just saying that that's why it's never been that it's just not the same. You can't take them and say, well, they're the same person. They're doing the same thing and they have the same stuff going on. No, they don't actually. Completely not even. Mr. Vicky says, yeah, I accidentally written Shotzi. Haha, she was in my mind, right? I wanted to say Tony Storm. Oh, I'm sorry. Well,
yeah, it already happened. Sorry
Mr.
about
Vicky
that.
says Jeff Hardy released. That's not good. Yeah, well, he made his choice. Choices, people. People have choices, and he made
Make better
them.
choices.
Sophie says, we don't know what was on Jeff Hardy's mind when he did what he did. No, and you never will. You cannot pretend to know or anything, so... You know, just hope that, you know, he decides or his family helps him decide that he does need the help, you know, and stuff like that. And them spouting out that we're good, he's good, it's good, whatever, is not a help. That's basically just pretending the problem isn't there.
Well, it's knowing the problem's there and telling other people it's none of their business.
Yeah.
When you say we're good, like I said before, you know, if I fall down and people see me and I jump up and say, I'm good, am I really? I'm more embarrassed than anything. Mm-hmm. So you only say we're good if there's something wrong. You don't say we're good. Like, nobody just tweets, I'm good, right? But it's when people are saying, hey, are you okay after your event? You say, oh, I'm good, because you're embarrassed, you know. He embarrassed his family. He embarrassed himself. And that's it. That's all that matters, right? Is there anybody else? If he's got children, he's embarrassed them. Mm-hmm. They're going to see that forever.
Yeah. Sophie says we don't know. I read that. And Robbie says you never know, DJ. He could have done a booter before shows. I just don't think he did.
Who cares?
And even if he...
I don't care if
I
Usos are
I
drinking.
personally don't. I don't care what choices he makes in life. I don't give a shit. But I just don't think he did, because if he had...
I got drunk at the dentist office once.
It would be a bigger deal than it is. Yes, but you weren't the one that was doing the dentistry. It would be different if you were in there with the drill and you were the dentist getting drunk before you worked on a patient. That would be terrifying.
And possibly a felony.
Possibly. Putting people at risk. You know?
Riddle needs to get to Randy, but Randy needs to get up, because Randy's out too.
Oh, dang.
But Riddle needs a tag.
So they're like, well, we think that the RK Bro is the best tag team. But they're like, no, we're going to make you know that New Day is best. Fucking ridiculous.
Are you talking like Arnold?
No, never.
We're here to pump you up.
Sophie says at least the WWE offered him rehab like they have done with lots of former and current talent before, as they should, because that's their job and they do care about their people. I mean, WWE might be asses in a lot of ways, but when it comes to making sure that their people are healthy in that sense, at least they try.
Yeah, they don't like... people going home and killing their families.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they frown upon that.
It puts a black eye on the company, so they're going to get him help.
Chris says, yeah, but Jeff sick of it all. The fans, the WWE schedule, not title matches. Of course, Jeff is going to turn to alcohol or drugs. No, I'm pretty sure that Jeff is on more than just alcohol.
Yeah, I don't know what his deal is. I don't know enough about his stuff to even comment. All I know is he's on something, and he needs help. And I hate to see him turn it down, because that kind of means that you're usually towards the end, and I just don't want to see him dead in the next month.
Right.
And it's the Christmas holidays and stuff. Like, this is the time when males kill themselves.
That's true.
And suicide is highest in males.
It is. Mr. Vicky says, fun fact, Impact Wrestling is popular only for their adult content.
I don't know anything about Impact. I don't watch it.
Ravi says, do you know what a booter is? I'm guessing that it's some kind of like drinking thing, or...
Is it when you drink out of a boot?
Shooting up, maybe. Maybe it's sticking a enema up your butt.
Oh, God.
And drinking it in your butt. I don't know. I'm just guessing it has something to do with drinking or drugs.
All right. Here's a game changer right here. Because nobody can beat him one-on-one.
They better not.
Well, they can't.
He is a singles wrestler.
Right.
There's no such thing as, Randy Orton's not a good wrestler because he's in a tag match.
And right now, one-on-one with anybody in there, by far he's the best.
Oh.
With Kofi second.
Right. Sophie says with Jeff Hardy's release, that is a wake-up call for all talent that have the same type of problem. Robbie says, nah, it's a small line of coke.
Oh, that's true.
Okay.
I did know that.
Drugs? Hello? I said drugs.
I don't feel like the Usos are on coke. They don't seem hyper enough for me.
The Usos? We're talking about Jeff Hardy.
I thought he was talking about the Usos because we were talking about they're not drinking.
Jay. Oh, he did say Jay.
Okay.
There. Okay. Yeah, he did say Jay. I just don't think they're quite
on that level. But maybe, you never know.
I mean, they don't seem like Toni. I guess. I guess they could, but I don't see him, going out there saying hello to their little friends and whatnot.
Tony Montana.
After they snorted how much before their booters that they had. Oh, how stupid. Anyways, Tessa Perlane is in the chat.
Hey, Tessa, thanks for joining us.
Hello, the Usos are on everything.
It's on right now. Everything. They're up top.
But this is their show, right? SmackDown is their show.
Nobody's there. I thought Randy was going to RKO him out of nowhere. Woods tags himself in.
Sophie says, look at Randy Orton. He almost got released many times, but didn't because of his family. Robbie says, but I know people who do coke, and you would never know they had a little bit of coke. Okay, the thing of it is, though, is that you know them, and so you know they do it, so you probably don't realize their actions. People who are around them that
oh shit, Woods can't pick him up.
Would probably be
double stomp.
Yeah, they're definitely on drugs.
They did it. The New Day, the non-champion team, beat both champions.
Well, and they're on SmackDown, and the Usos are on SmackDown, and RK Bro is Raw, so I guess it makes sense. I guess.
Yes, it's fine. I have no problem with that.
Lolita's like, drugs. New Day. Chris is like, Shotzi, come out, please, and take out everyone, LOL. And Sophie's like, good night. And Robbie's like, LOL, new gay. And Luna's like, well, everyone, I'm gone. And Luke says, I honestly believe that there is a vicious circle of trouble in the WWE. The stars are stressed and worried about releases, thus maybe getting involved in bad shit. WWE uses the bad things as reasons. Lieutenant Martha says, ha 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 ha, yes. The reasons to release, thus the circle. I am not excusing anything. Well.
No excuses. Don't do drugs.
There are no excuses, Luke. And,
with drugs.
And I'm going to say this. Everybody has a choice, right? You have the choice to take those drugs or do those drugs.
Yeah, you do not have to do drugs.
You don't have to do them. You're taking the choice to do them. If you cannot, for the life of you, go out there and find some other way to release your stress or to talk to somebody else about it because it's just not what you do, and you decide, you make the choice to do drugs or drink or whatever to, get rid of your stress or worry about your releases. And if you're so worried about being released, maybe what you need to do is ask yourself, is this really what I want to be in my life? If I have to constantly worry about the next day of getting fired, does that mean that I'm in the situation and in the type of career that I want to be in if that's what happens on a daily basis? Probably not. It's probably not healthy for you. You probably should go find something else to do with your life.
And become more valuable.
Or make that decision and say, I really need to change something that's going on with my character and I don't like it because I feel like what I'm doing is going to get me released. I need to go talk to them and say, hey, I feel like my character's this, but come with them with an idea. One that will catch the public's attention and see if they'll give you a tryout for it. I mean, that's what you have to do in any situation, in any job. It's not just being a wrestler or anything. But, it just, but they're making a choice. I mean, yes, the company's making choices to release people. They're making these choices whether it's good for the people that are still on the roster or or for the company itself or whatever their choices are. Those people that are doing the drugs and making, they're still making a choice. They're making that choice to take the drug. No matter what. Anyways, Lieutenant Martha says, my hometown of Chicago. And Luke says, just saying their actions and reactions. And Gothlecia says, bye-bye, everyone. Robbie says, for some people, it's not that easy. Just see it as a choice. For some people, it's not that easy. Just see it as a choice. Robbie says, some people I know who do coke just don't want to stop. Okay, so basically that means, choice. As Travis says, it's still a choice. They're making the choice not to stop, aren't they? They're making the choice not to get help. They're making the choice not to stop. They're making the choice to still do the drug no matter what's happening in their lives. They're still making the choice to do it. To do what? What are they afraid of? What are they running from? What are they trying to hide? What are they getting out of? What are they not wanting to deal with? What is it in their life that their daddy issues, mommy issues, whatever happened in their life, some kind of trauma, whatever it was that happened in their life that made them decide that drugs were the choice that they wanted to do to get away from whatever happened. No matter what. Right? Normal people don't just get up.
Alita, you are 100% correct. He is using drinking because of pain.
Exactly. But do we know what pain that? No. Are we going to speculate? No. We're not, right? Because it's his life. We just want him to get help and to go out there and find something to help him, which means he has to talk about it and say that there is a problem. If you don't accept that there's a problem, you can't get help. Old adage. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. It's the same concept. You can lead somebody and say you need therapy, but that doesn't mean it's going to happen until they decide that that's what they need.
I can explain it to you all night, but I can't
understand it.
I can't understand it for you.
Exactly. As Robbie says, some people are just too far gone. Only because they choose to be.
Right.
They've made that choice to be that way.
They can't. They have a belief. It's a core belief that there's nothing they can do about it, and it's happening to them.
Yeah.
And when you become a victim, you have no choice.
Yep.
Because then it's acting upon you. But once you take the victimness out of it, once you stop being a victim, you give yourself power. But that's the first step. And most people believe that it's happening to them. Mm-hmm. You know, it's a victim mentality, and we see it everywhere, but it's happening to me. And the second that it happens to you, something's happening because of something else to you, you have no power.
Mm-hmm. What my dumb brain took from that is dudes deal with mommy issues by drugs and drinking. Women deal with daddy issues by stripping. My brain is wilding right now.
That's about the truest shit that was ever written.
That is probably the truest statement you could probably come out with. But what women do deal with other issues, daddy issues, by doing drugs and stuff. But usually how do they get those drugs? They sell their bodies.
Right.
Maybe not by stripping, but prostitution, other things. It happens, right? It happens a lot.
It does not happen in our town.
It does happen in our town. You can say whatever you want, but I know it exists. It exists.
There is
everywhere.
no prostitution in this town. I will stand by that until proven otherwise.
Goddamn prostitute. All right, everybody. All right, thanks for hanging out with us tonight for SmackDown. We really appreciate it. If you're an AEW fan, it is on right now for Rampage. If you guys want to go over and watch that. But we will not be back until Monday for Raw. Everybody have a wonderful weekend. If you're a UFC fan, it is on this weekend, on Saturday. If you're a big MMA person or a UFC
Amanda
fan.
Nunes, if you like women's combat sports, Amanda Nunes is fighting this weekend. Oliveira's fighting Poirier, the guy that beat Conor McGregor the last 2 times.
Oh, there you go. There's some big stuff happening.
Big championship. And I feel like the middleweight champions are the best fighters in the UFC. That's where Khabib was.
Oh,
and then he left. And so there's a vacant hole, although Oliveira did win the title there. And now we're going to see if he can maintain it, because obviously Poirier is one of the top contenders. Poirier is going to win it, and then McGregor's going to fight him for the title, and he's ranked number 12th.
That's hilarious.
But like Dana White said it, though. The second these guys complain about it, draw.
Right.
Because they get portions of the pay-per-view sales.
True.
Like main event and draw what Connor does. That's why Connor makes $60 million in a fight.
Yeah, because he has
because he
people
sells
watch
all
him.
the tickets.
No matter if he's out there being a douchebag and gets a broken foot.
He's got the top 9 pay-per-views in the history of the sport.
Right.
9.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, whew.
That's crazy.
That's a lot. Anyways, have a
Anyways,
good
everybody,
weekend.
Thanks for watching Wrestling Gab. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.